Hello everyone, welcome to the mecaniquesportive channel. This is Nicola. Today I'm introducing you to the new Lamborghini TEMERARIO. We're here in Paris. Lamborghini invited me, it's my first time. Thanks to them, by the way, for allowing me to present this car to you. I'll take you around it and try to show you a bit of the interior. I'll give you the features of this car, but it's already starting to look nice. It's the replacement for the Lamborghini. Huracan, come on, follow me, let's go. Take a look at the front here. So it kind of takes on the design cues of the Huracan. We still have that sloping front end. But look here, now we have this difference with these little light parts here, which basically are the light signature. And a little higher up, what you see there are the lights. So the low beams and the high beams. We have a carbon blade, and you can see we have two little spheres here. Just like we find in the Volkswagen Group, since in the end a Lamborghini is part of the Volkswagen Group, and basically we have all the driver assistance systems, etc. You can see there's a camera at the front. You can see there are sensors pretty much everywhere. We also have carbon fiber, because of course with Lamborghini it's all about carbon work. We always have this little logo and then the camera. Now, I'll start like this. We're going to go all around the car so I can show you all the details. So, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of time because it's also an event for the clients. There will be quite a few people coming, and the music. So this is what it looks like. You can see that it's very detailed. And here as well, you can see there are air intakes, and you can see my hand passing through here. Actually, it's going to affect the aerodynamics. There are quite a few aerodynamic features on this car, and the goal is to make them as invisible as possible. And they still manage to do quite a lot. You can see the splitter with the little return on the side. The turn signal repeaters here, the wheels are a bit reminiscent of what was on the STO. You can see carbon discs behind, of course, with the big brakes. Here, I think it's 2, 4, normally it's 6 pistons that we have on this, and the little line there that goes across. You can also get a package which would be the Allegria, which is basically a weight reduction for the car. A kind of Super Leggera, but with a different name this time, and it removes 25 kilograms. You can even get carbon wheels available on this car. On the side, you can see that there's an air intake here, which we didn't really find on the previous version. It's a little bit different. Same here with the doors. You put your hand in here to open it, and the air vents are here, which hides inside big radiators and carbon fiber that's working all over the place. And the Temerario, which is written right there, you can see it, a small bar that looks a bit like the Revuelto. Also, we find the fuel cap with the same design that we also see on the front lights, and the air intakes on top. So, you can see it here. So this will go towards the engine, and at the same time the engine is as usual located here. By the way, while we're talking about the engine, this is a big innovation. This engine is a 4-liter V8, also a first for Lamborghini, and it will go up to 10,000 revolutions per minute. And here, look, we have the V8 here, so that's actually pretty nice. Take a look. We still have the firing order of the cylinders right here, so maybe they'll open it. So we're going to see 800 horsepower from this V8. So 800 horsepower, that's starting to get serious, and it's going to go up to 920 horsepower. In total, for this car, we have a 3.8 kilowatt battery, so it's going to be a kind of hybrid, actually even a real hybrid, up to 730 Newton meters of torque, an 8-speed gearbox, and 0 to 100 in 2.7 seconds, 2.7 seconds, that's starting to get serious, and 0 to 200 in 7.1 seconds. 343 kilometers per hour top speed for this car. Now it's starting to get really serious, and above all, I can't wait to hear it. You can see, with this dual exhaust positioned right there, up to 10,000 revolutions per minute for a V8 and a V8 turbo. Of course, there's a twin turbo, and that will definitely make a big difference. You can also see at the back here, the tires are very exposed. That's really the side with the flat underbody and the extreme diffuser to enhance the aerodynamics. These lights as well. The new features, look at this rear, this kind of extractor here, it's huge. This carbon piece is just beautiful. And you also have the small camera right there. You can see it in an ultra-molded carbon part. With this, it's not indirect, it's not just stickers on the side. And look at the width of the tires that we have here, and here as well, this full carbon diffuser. It's really beautiful. Then, aerodynamic parts, really everywhere. You can also see that there's aero coming out here, and there's aero coming out there. And so, with the right package, it adds, I think, 67 kilograms of extra downforce without it being visible. But really, all these carbon parts are truly sublime. There's also the window right here. Look, you can see inside, and now there are 3 screens, as you can see. Surely, that would make a difference. If it could open, that would be really incredible. And I think that, in my opinion, it will also come out, I guess, in a convertible version in the future, and that we can see. It's a bit like the STO here, so you would open it with the small specific piece with 3 stars, and honestly, it's very nice. And look, even the little separation here, it might suggest a convertible version. And in my opinion, it's almost certain that it will come out. All right, I'll give you another quick tour of the car like this to show it to you again and take you along. Let's walk around it so we can rediscover it like this with some moving shots, because I know you like that, and it really does have something. It really has a great look, even from the side profile. You can immediately tell it's a Lamborghini with that very flat profile, the wheels at all four corners. Honestly, it always has that Lamborghini style. It's one of the brands that made me dream. Personally, I still dream about it. The Lamborghini Gallardo, my dream would be a grey Gallardo Superleggera with the people from Vang to Baton with the little spoiler. That would just be incredible. Look, what do you think? Don't hesitate to give me your opinion about this car. I have to admit, it's nice. And well, look, right now, they've just turned on the lights. There you go. What it looks like, very pretty with all this finesse. Right here, we have our colleague Marie taking some pictures. The colors, well, I always love the colors. It's the same. Here, we have a very beautiful paint job. And unlike many brands, we don't have that orange peel effect. And always those little sparkles. Honestly, really nice. The mirrors, to see the same thing, we even have here what's called the blind spot warning, which you can find right there. All right, let's go around. There's a hatch here. So in my opinion, that's probably for access. On one side, it's for charging, and on the other, it's for putting in gas. In any case, it's nice. I can even see here, the Temerario lights up in red. This car will have 13 driving modes. You can also see here, the doors are all made of carbon as well, even. The window controls look amazing. Look, I get here. So this, we know this, it's part of the Volkswagen group. Right here though, the window controls are incredible. Unlocking and even the handle to be able to close the door. There's a kind of strap here, directly in Alcantara, that you can pull. The sound system, same thing with the sound system, it's like that. So Sonus Faber, I have to admit I don't know it. I really like audio though, but I didn't know about this part. The Temerario noted right here. And they even released seats they're going to make comfort seats. And the comfort seats will even be ventilated. It's a first for a sports car at Lamborghini. Anyway, that's good, Marie, thank you. And the interior, so here are these seats. Of course, in leather, you can recognize the Y pattern found on Lamborghinis. We have carbon seats, but they're still comfortable. Always the little Lamborghini crest over there. I love that they put the seat adjustment controls right in the center. The pedals look like this. For those who haven't seen it yet, even though, in my opinion, if you're a Lamborghini customer, you probably came to this event in Paris. We probably ran into each other. Here's what it looks like. We have Alcantara all over the lower part, the steering wheel. You can see even the steering column was designed in carbon fiber. And I think that's a real plus. Not many people think to do it. And even the fact that it's Alcantara here really makes a difference. The dashboard is now fully digital, and look at how refined it is. Set up like this, there's still a sort of little hood, which is rare on these cars. And a little detail on the sides, the air vents, still very sleek, which pick up the design we had back in the day. And I'm going to go sit inside. I don't know if we're allowed, but I think I'll allow myself, since, in my opinion, everyone tonight will be able to do it. Look at what it's like when you're behind the wheel of this car. I love it. You can really feel the Lamborghini vibe. That there, which came a few years ago for reversing, there to start here, I can start it. Maybe they'll do it in the evening. I'll try to film it for you if they do. But the engine starts right here, under this little trigger, like a fighter jet. Even the hazard lights are super stylish. This is to open the fuel cap. And so you can see now that inside this vehicle, there are 3 screens. One here, a central one, and one for the passenger. So there are other brands that do this, but I have to admit this one is really stylish and will have 13 driving modes in this car. You can drive fully electric to cross the city or leave your home. Then, started, you can see it here, the boost that will go all the way up to the Incredible Max. I love this digital aspect, the screens that we now have. The paddles are made of carbon. These will be options, as usual with this kind of brand, the carbon steering wheel plus the very nice leather. We took the little button here, you know, before there was the Corsa, etc. I think this time we'll be able to adjust the modes on this side. And the electric vehicle mode, and you can see here the little thing lifted up. So I haven't tried it yet. I would really like to, and this, it's a little button that seems to be quite appealing. In my opinion, it must be the drift control to manage it directly. We have the car lift, and we actually have quite a few shortcuts right here on the steering wheel, and behind it, just these big paddles that bring us to that. As always, like in a mid-engine car, there's a lot of space here, with an extremely sloped windshield, plenty of room, and it's the same. So here we find, in my opinion, that's the speaker. So what we find on the sides, with this engraving, probably done by laser. The air conditioning, the air vents are here, and it's the same. Look at this too, it looks intense. It feels like there's a little thing watching us while we're reading, like, go ahead, I'm ready. We still have a little bit of storage space here, and I guess an induction charger, 2 USB ports. That's for connectivity, of course, which I think we're going to have because Playland, Android Auto. And here we have some space, you can rest your elbow right here, and honestly, it's pretty comfortable. Inside, there's a glove box, which is definitely a plus, and even a cup holder. Except for that, it's great. That's often what's missing for customers. Double cup holders, which you can find here, and an extra glove box. And on top of that, you can close this Alcantara section and the glove box, which gives us a bit of storage. Which can be good, because I know most people need space. We also find in the back a little bit of space to store things, although it's not enough for a carry-on suitcase, so just a bit of storage. And here, the net right at this spot, what they've also done is they've enlarged the space here at the head area and also at the feet. You can have up to about 2 meters when you're in this car. All right, I'm done. Sorry, I was told my time was up. Normally we only had a few minutes. I'm leaving because they're going to have to cover the car again so the customers can rediscover it. I'm closing it again so I can walk around it once more. And I didn't think it could open on the other side, but I can't wait to try it. Bettina the lady is actually right there, Bettina Kazoo. Feel free to let us know if you want us to try it on the channel. And there you go, they're going to hide it again. Unfortunately, that's how it's going to be, but there will be a reveal for the customers since they're starting to arrive. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments about what you think of this car. Do you want us to try it on the channel? I think it would be a real plus, since it's been a long time since I've done a Lamborghini. Remember the last Lamborghini we did on the channel? It was a Huracan Performante and it was incredible. That was the 1 minute where I had a lot of fun. Anyway, goodbye Lamborghini, or see you soon, I hope.